everyone, it's Nat here. Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, it's absolutely freezing here in South Australia at the moment. We've had hail and rain for the last few days, so I am so looking forward to spring and some warmth. But on today, because I have a new project to share, now I'm really excited to say that I'm now a part of the Lavender Blu's design team, which yes, I am excited and a little nervous about, but I hope I can do justice to her printables. Now, I went and had a good look at them all, and I can't wait to get stuck into them all, so that's going to be heaps of fun. She has heaps of great colourful kits. But I have decided to start with the Coffee Stained News and Ephemera kit, which is what I have here in front of me. So most of you would know that I'm new to junk journaling, and I also have never ever used a DigiKit before, so I'm learning as I go. So I learnt a lot printing it out actually, because I printed on all sorts of different papers. I printed on coffee dyed paper, coffee dyed cardstock, cream cardstock, and then I tried photo matte paper, and by far I found the photo matte paper to be the best. The only thing is, make sure you print on the right side of it. I just thought it like, you know, paper, you just put it in the printer and print on it, and then I wondered why all pages except for one was sort of a different colour. So I had one that was nice and white, I don't know if you can see it very well, and one that was this sort of creamier colour. And then I thought, that's weird. And then I realised, of course, photo paper, you print on one side, apparently. So I had to print them all out again. But not all hope is lost, because all the other bits and pieces that I've printed will be used for collages. I can use them in other projects. The ones that I've done on the coffee dyed paper will be great for ephemera and that. So yes, no harm done there, but it's definitely a learning curve. So now, I will link Lavender Blu's Etsy and her Facebook page and her Instagram below this video. Go check it out. Yeah, you know, it's a bit of fun on the Facebook page. She puts out a few freebies here and there, and at the moment we're doing some altered trading cards, or altered playing cards I should say. Little things like that, so that's pretty cool fun. Yeah, so I'll get started and I'll show you this kit first. It has 7 pages that are your double journal pages. And as you can see, they're all like coffee stained. You've got your little marks and splatters and that, which I really like, because I spent last night coffee staining and I made a really strong brew and it stinks in here, absolutely stinks, and I like the smell of coffee, but it's been way too much for me. So if you can get it already done, go for it. It saves you the hassle. So yeah, there's that one, and it's got like the ephemera that's been collaged or layered on, which I really like. And then we've got this one, really nice ephemera too, little tickets and all sorts. And that one. I love the cream colour and the blue, the muted blue tones, so I'm going to try and make use of that in the journal because I think it's beautiful. So I'm thinking of doing just a vintage style journal. I'm keeping it quite simple for myself. And I reckon this is a great starting kit, because I'm quite familiar with using the old book pages. That's why I chose this one to be my first one to use. That one. I love the lady too, she's gorgeous. So they're the 7 pages that you get that you can fold up and use, and then you get 3 pages of your ephemera. So there's this one, so like ticket there, yeah, travel tags, and this one looks like some vintage ledger. It's also in that sort of blue tone, muted blue tone, which I really like. And then the last page has all your tags on it. Lovely big one of the lady. So that's going to be heaps of fun to play around with. And of course you can, you know, do what you like with the kit. If you want to rip the tag up and use it to collage or make a pocket out of it or something, you can do that as well. The sky's the limit, so I'm going to have heaps of fun playing around with all of that. And the other thing, I get a bit stressed on how to find a cover that's going to fit, and you know, whether I have to cut the pages down and all that. I find that quite stressful, so I was wrapped, because I'm glad I hoard all these books now from the recycling, because I have this Reader's Digest cover and I've gutted it, so it's ready to go. And I love the blue on it, and I think the blue on that is going to really go well with the blue tones on some of the ephemera. And the other really cool thing is that it's pretty well going to fit perfectly once they're folded. The pages can almost fit in there perfectly. Like this way, they don't need any cutting. If anything, they might need a couple of millimeters off the edge, but there is an allowance for that, so that's going to be wonderful, make my life so much easier. And like I said, I did a whole lot of coffee dyeing, so I've got a whole lot of pages here. I think I coffee dyed some cardstock, and just some photocopy paper. I've got doilies, I've got envelopes. They turned out alright because it was my first time coffee dyeing. I did two methods with the coffee dyeing. The first one, I lay out some towels and some baking paper, and I put the paper down on it and I paint it with a foam brush. I paint the coffee mix on, and then once it's dry a little bit, I turn the pages over and paint the other side, and that turns out quite well. You get a bit more of, if I can find the piece, you get a few more dark coffee stains around the edges when I paint it on. Like on this piece of cardstock, if you see around the edges, I tend to get a fair bit of that when I'm painting it on, which I don't mind at all. And then with the other method I did was, I had a deep tray that I put a page in, and I sprayed coffee on, turned it over, sprayed the other side, and then put another piece on and sprayed both sides again, and then just kept laying them, and then I swooshed the coffee around a bit, and then I pulled them out and put them on the baking paper to dry, and that created more like marks in the middle and stuff rather than on the edges. But they both look really great, and I thought that spraying them and leaving them in the mixture would make it a lot darker, but I don't really think it did much. I think some of them were left in for a bit longer, so they're a bit darker, but not too much, so both ways were quite effective. But what I really love is the coffee dyed paper is going to go so well with the coffee stained pages from the kit. So that's going to be awesome. So, you know, that's made it really easy to get pages ready. So yes, I'm going to have a whole heap of fun with that. Yes, as I said, that's the Coffee Stain News and Ephemera kit. It's a printable journal kit on Etsy, and it's Lavender Blu, so go check it out. And as I said, I will link it below, and yeah, can't wait to make some stuff and show you guys. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you later.